So I start putting my pants on, put my good leggings on, put my house shoes on, put my socks on, grease up a little bit, put my hoodie on, and I start making that hour drive to his house. Are you dumb? You thought I wouldn't?
Is it the kisses for me? Is it the kisses for me?
Hey YouTube, it's your girl Money Chanel and I'm back in another YouTube video. I am very excited to be back on the tube. I haven't been on here in a little minute. I was thinking, I'm like, it is a perfect time, perfect place, perfect setting to give y'all this juicy story time that I've been sitting on for a couple of months. I've been sitting on it for a couple of months because I had to let the situation die down. I had to let the tea simmer, and now it's ready to be given to y'all. So here y'all go. You're welcome. Sorry if I'm looking around y'all, it's just a lot going on, but I'm about to give y'all the story at a time. I found out my boyfriend was cheating on me with his ex, so I linked up with her and we beat his ass.
I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry. No, hell no.
Hold on, let me pull out my little notes right here. Thank God I got all my receipts with me, y'all, because usually when I stop with somebody, I want pictures gone. I want messages. I don't want to see you on my timeline. You're blocked on everything. And that's just that. I'm gonna have to figure out how to edit this because we literally went to his house, confronted him, propped up the camera like we was finna vlog, and proceeded to commit these heinous crimes. I'm just gonna give y'all a little background story so everything can kind of make sense. Boom, so let's get into it. I met this boy on Instagram around like December of, last year? Yeah, I met this boy around December of 2021 and we met on Instagram. Red flag already right there. Listen, I understand like social media is so heavily involved in a lot of aspects of our life, but I have had some traumatic experiences with men I have met online. So, not doing that one. We could meet at the club. We could meet at the bank, Walmart, anywhere else but online. For me, personally, because I've had nothing but bad experiences. And I think I had posted something about like needing video ideas for content for YouTube. He slid up on my story, boom, wasn't even trying to flirt, slid up with a bunch of ideas for YouTube. And I was like, okay, cool. Go to his Instagram, he got a girlfriend. We're gonna call his girlfriend Sasha. But I'm like, okay, I peep you got a girlfriend, but you not on no type of sneaky stuff, because I'm the type, I'm a snitch. He would like just slide up here and there, you know, like giving me advice on like how to stay motivated, all types of stuff, you know. It was never on nothing too crazy. I don't have the DMs anymore because like I said, delete. You don't even exist. I don't remember exactly how we ended up hanging out for like the first time, but if I do remember, I think I had him in my close friends and I had posted something about like feeling unmotivated and just not feeling like myself. So he had slid up and he was telling me like he wanted to take me like to the beach, or he like wanted to hang out as friends. He wanted to be best friends. Red flag number 2. That's how they be trying to get you. I'm not stupid. Well, anyway, he's like, I want to take you somewhere. I want to hang out. Like we could just hang out as friends. And he was like, you know, what would you want to do? I tell him I like going to the beach. And he was like, you know, we could write down our goals. We can do like a vision board, like all types of stuff. So I'm like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. Like, I don't have male friends. You're not trying to come at me on that type of time. So I'm like, okay, that would be fun. At this point, he has no traces of a relationship. All the pictures came down, everything. So I'm like, okay, you just want to hang out. You seem to not have a girlfriend anymore. You never know. But I'm like, okay, cool. He lives like an hour away from where I was staying at the time. So he drove out to me, picked me up, ended up buying like a big old board. We bought pens, we bought color markers, like all types of stuff. We ended up going to the beach. We went to go get ice cream. It was a cool little outing. I'm not going to say date because we weren't even on that type of time. Like, he wasn't trying to kiss me. He wasn't trying to do nothing. Did we even hold hands? And that's just kind of how we started talking and getting to know each other. He would come out there all the time. At this point, we hadn't established, like, it was trying to be nothing. It was just like, okay, we're going to be best friends, right? So this is like 3 to 4 months prior to what I'm about to tell y'all went down. He ended up coming to my birthday photo shoot. He didn't make an appearance on camera because we don't post these niggas, but he ended up coming to my birthday shoot. He paid for it. So I was like, okay, sir, like, you know, I see you or whatever. And then I think around that time in February is when like he established, like, you feel me, he likes me and he wants to start seeing where things are gonna go from here. We would literally park up in the car, talk after we went out, and talk for hours. I remember we were just sitting there one time after my birthday photo shoot. He ended up taking me to the beach. He took some of my pictures for Instagram. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of feeling him. We just sat and we talked about like turn-offs in a relationship, turn-offs in a woman. He told me his type. It was brown-skinned girls, curly hair, and tattoos. And I'm like, okay, that kind of fits my description. I'm brown-skinned. My hair do curl a little bit. And I got 2 tattoos. I got 2 of them. So I was feeling kind of special at the time. I'm like, okay, like he describing me like I don't got hella tats, but I'm tatted.
This is Future Chanel reporting from the editing headquarters. Anyway, if you say anything about my hair, just know that you're anti-black. Do not focus on my appearance. I just popped in here to say, by the way, when he was explaining his type, yes, you guessed it. It was exactly Sasha's description. Word for word, bar for bar. He was telling the next bitch that his ex was his type. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything, and I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Okay? Okay.
He didn't talk much about his ex. He told me he was in a relationship when he was DMing me, but she already knew about the DM. It was never on no type of time like he was trying to get at me. But now that they're broken up, you feel me? He realizes he's interested in me. So I'm like, okay, cool. Take that with a grain of salt. So boom. Now we get into the point in time where he about to get his ass beat. This had to be sometime around March. This is at the point where we're already dating. Let me just tell y'all, we moved really, really fast. That was a red flag on my part. But I was feeling him. Like, you thought I was feeling you? I was. Like, I had a chain with my C initial on it. He had a chain with his initial on it. Oh shoot, I didn't even give him a name. We're gonna call him Light Bright. And we ended up switching pendants. Why we didn't just get chains with our names on it for each other? But we decided to go the cheap route. He had the C on his neck and I had L for Light Bright, whatever. So this is when everything goes down. Sometime in March, I was at his house. We were just kicking it. We had spent the whole day together, whatever. Now, I'm just gonna let y'all know I'm not the type to go through phones. I've never really been that type unless you give me a reason why I feel like I need to go through your phone. But having each other's phones was never a problem. Like, he knew the password to my phone. I knew the password to his phone. It was never nothing. So I had jokingly said like, oh, let me see your phone. I didn't say I wanted to go through it. I didn't say anything like that. But also, he never gave me an indication that it was gonna be some shit in this phone that I'm gonna see. He handed me his phone. He didn't even look twice, no nothing. He didn't have no look on his face like he knew some shit was gonna be in his phone. That's how I should have knew he was crazy. He gave me the phone. I started looking through it. I'm going to Instagram, looking through DMs. I didn't have to look far. Maybe it's like 6 to 8 females just open conversations like he's not in a relationship. Like I'm not sitting on top of him right now. One of the females was from that day. You are with me 24/7, all day, every day. When do you find the time? I'm already like this, nigga. So I go to the messages. I'm like, okay, well, I'm already, don't be scared, nigga, you win now. I start going through the messages. And I see there's this message. It's a green message now. There was previous conversation. I really just don't know, like, what the conversation was. But the last text was like, I'm sorry that everything had to go like this or something like that. So I'm like, you telling a bitch you sorry? What you sorry for? He's like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you, but remember that time that I had told you that I went to my friend's house? He did tell me about that time. He basically told me he went to his friend's house and Sasha had ended up being there and his friend did not tell him. He says the friend didn't know that they were broken up. He was just like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you, but before me and you got together, she had told me that she was pregnant with my baby and blah, 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 but I didn't know if it was true because she was still messing with her ex and it might be his and blah, blah, blah. So she had came to try and talk to me when I was at my friend's house, but I didn't want to talk to her, so I kept trying to walk away and go to the car, and she kept banging on the window and was trying to talk to me and tell me the baby's not mine, just looking stupid. To him, I'm eating that shit up. In the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm finna do some research when I get home. But, okay. Something in my mind just don't believe him. The way I'm telling it seems like everything just happened all fast, but I for sure, yes, I did my dramatic walk off. I walked out the house, packed up my bags, started walking down the street. You know, so once we got to a civil solution and decided to actually have a conversation, he tells me all this. We ended up coming to a whole agreement that I can't really be mad because I was definitely talking to other people. Let me just clear the air on one thing though. I am a very loyal person, but if I feel like I can't 100% trust you, I'm going to cheat. Was I linking up with niggas? Not yet, but I was definitely entertaining niggas who were swiping up on my story with hard eyes. I was definitely saying thank you to niggas that were calling me beautiful. I was. Probably like two of them. 2, 3 of them. Probably. You know, so I couldn't even really be mad. Trust me, I'll never do this shit again, though. Like, because if we messing with each other, we saying that we together, baby, I'ma just kill you. For legal purposes, that was a joke. In his face, I deaded it. But I'm like, okay, yeah, that shit ain't adding up. So I go home. He was supposed to come back home with me. I forgot. I had drove my car to go see him and stay at his house. But he was supposed to come back with me that morning. But some reason he woke up and realized he had to go to his sister's baby shower. So he didn't end up coming with me. But see how everything just plays out for the better? So whatever. I left that day. And I was already irritated about that. Because it's just like, nigga, like, that really irritates me. You were supposed to come with me, and that was the plan. Stick with the plan. Don't change the plan. So, whatever. I get to my house. I end up going out to eat with my mom, whatever. I'm telling my mom, I'm like, you know, he told me this whole thing about with him and his ex. I just don't believe him. Like, everything at that point was just seeming too good to be true. Like, I hadn't caught him up in a lie or anything. I hadn't seen any real red flags that I knew of. Now that I know everything that I know and how everything played out, I know that it was plenty of red flags. I just didn't know they were red. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I just ignored them. I'm just thinking everything is too good to be true. He was cool. He seemed like a good dude. Like, the only red flag I did notice at the time, which should have been a huge indicator of that this nigga wasn't shit. Every other week, this nigga would ghost the shit out of me, wouldn't talk to me for like a whole 24 hours. Then he would come back with this long ass text about how I just deserve so much better and he doesn't feel like he's the right man for me and he just wants time to figure out himself and how he can be a better man for me because I deserve this and that, this. And I'm like, okay, you know, I give him the benefit of the doubt, dummy. I just be thinking like I could hold him down through this and, you know, he's gonna be the best man that I need him to be. Bitch, no, he's never gonna change. Doesn't matter if you hold him down with an anchor. Be fucking for real. That's probably the only like red flag I noticed, and that should have just made me leave him alone right then and there, but I didn't. Hence how this story time plays out. So I'm telling my mom, I'm just like, I don't believe that it's really what he says it is. I just feel like there's more to the story. And I was telling her I feel like I should DM her and ask. And she was like, you know, you can go ahead and DM her and ask. It's always better to find out the truth. But she was already telling me from the get-go she didn't like him. And every time my mom says something, whether it be about a friend, a man, it always comes true. To the T. Exactly how she said it would happen, when she said it would happen. During the time when I found out about these texts and we had this whole conversation, he ended up telling me her name. So that was all the ammunition that I needed to find her fucking page. First, I went on Instagram. I tried to go looking through his following. He didn't follow her. Mind you, the messages he sent went green. So I only assumed that she blocked the nigga. He blocked her, whatever the case was. They don't follow each other. So I type in her name. It's not hard to find somebody when their page is literally their name. I type in, you know, Sasha, whatever. First thing that comes up. Really beautiful girl. I DM her. Let's go to the receipts, y'all. The receipts gonna be up here. So the first thing I DM'd her, I was like, hopefully this doesn't come off the wrong way. I know you and Lightbright used to fuck with each other. I'm his girlfriend. And I recently seen some messages between the both of y'all. So I just want to know if it's anything between y'all so I could fall back. Period. So that was like at 7:18 p.m. She texted back at 8:52 and she was like, wow, so has he seen you? And she texted again. She said, so you're the C on his neck. Mind y'all, I told you we switched pendants. So she know about me. She don't know about me, but she indirectly knows about me because these niggas don't be slick. She was like, it's all making sense now. Oh my God. She said, you know what? Just call me when you get a chance. So I get all into the tea. I'm giving a girl the tea. I'm like, have we met in person? Yes, we're together a lot, either at his house or mine. So I'm like, how do you even find the time to talk to other bitches? How? I said, I'm gonna call you when I get home. Give me 15 minutes. She said, oh, wow, girl, you in for some tea. I said, I'm already knowing. I got a lot to tell you, too. She said, bitch, don't scare me like that. I said, girl, prepare to be frightened, because it's about to get real. She was like, just call me because I'm on the way to his house right now. I'm like, girl, you got me over here sweating. She was like, bitch, I'm crazy. He ain't tell you about me?
I get active, little mama. He should have told you about me. I get active, little baby. Ma'am, missus.
And she was not lying when she said that, and you will find out in the rest of the video. She said, oh my gosh, you gotta call me because I'm gonna need you to pull up to his house. I said, don't tempt me, girl, because I will. I just left this morning. She gonna say from his house? Oh my God. I said, girl, I've been there all week. She said I was just pregnant by bro. Twice. We're texting at the same time. We're not even reading what each other is saying. We're just sending text. She said, he's still leading me on saying he wanna be with me. I was just at his house 3 days ago. If I was there this morning and she was there 3 days ago, 9 plus 2 is 6. So what the fuck is this? The math ain't mathin'. She said, girl, he knew you for a while.
Kill her now.
I said, girl, we've been talking since December.
Kill her now!
She said, bitch, you fucking playing. I said, bitch, I'm not lying. I got pictures and everything. She said, send that shit. Are you serious? So basically, whatever, we just started talking, going back and forth, comparing our receipts to each other. And I get home and I call her.
We was together for a whole year, and I never went inside of his house.
Oh, y'all been together for a year?
Damn near, yes.
Oh, that's not what he told me. That's crazy. This nigga lies.
And I'm just now figuring that out. I'm happy you caught on quicker than the fuck I did.
You know what? That's crazy, because he got that same story about you, that you the crazy ex that call him multiple times and blow up his phone and trying to...
Exactly.
That's
Which
crazy.
is why I'm here right now to get that shit in the bud, because you ain't about to have me looking like I'm no crazy bitch and think I ain't gonna sit here and beat your ass because I knew you been lying.
Oh, so he not in there?
No, he not here.
Oh, I think I should go ahead and pull up. I think we should wait together.
It's not worth it.
Why is it not?
Because he's not shit.
That's perfectly fine. I just want him to lie to my face. I want him to lie.
Waste your gas.
I'd rather waste my gas than sit up here and waste my
Girl, why
my
don't you
time.
figure out fucking? Let me tell you, y'all ain't even heard shit. That's the messed up part. Y'all ain't even heard nothing.
You don't gotta tell me. I told her. I didn't trust his little ass. I knew he was lying.
Looking,
Wait, y'all got back together February of this year?
last year,
Oh, okay. And y'all still been fucking with each other since then?
yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out because we live far, so she drives out there, or he's came to pick her up and drove her out there, and she stays, a couple of days at a time.
Car.
Oh, baby, you don't know about the red car?
The red car.
Mm-hmm.
It's another rental.
He likes to a rental. He
That's
said he
not-
had that car since 16. What you mean?
Stop lying to me.
Mm.
Serious?
Yeah, but it's so funny that you say it's a rental, because now it's in the shop and nigga don't have a car. That's so interesting.
Ridiculous.
Don't cry.
I'm not. Oh,
Don't
girl, I'm not
don't
finna
you
cry.
dare. Don't you let
I'm
this
not
nigga
finna cry.
even get you.
Baby,
That's what I'm not finna do.
I know for a fact that was me. I'll be crying right the fuck now.
Girl, it's just because that intuition be some shit.
It be some shit, right? So the messages for one was deleted, because the first message I seen was her responding and saying laughing my ass off. So what the fuck are you laughing at if I don't see no messages when I scroll up?
Mm-hmm.
So he put a question mark. She said, you asked me on a date and then you played.
Mm.
He said, I already know, shaking my head, my fault. I've been going through too much recently. Honestly, no bullshit for real. She said, you could have said that I'm grown. I don't have time for the bullshit. He said, I feel you for real. I should have been more considerate to your feelings, and I'm going to make it up to you if you let me, of course.
Oh, he is good. He is good.
She said, I don't know. You might dip off. Then that's when he says, this nigga hit her with the nah, trust in me. Lead by faith, not by sight.
Oh,
And
this
he went back
motherfucker stay quoting them.
So he don't work at no casino?
He did. I don't know if he still works there now. He told me he don't work there no more because I ended up throwing his phone out the window and the phone was broke.
Oh, so that's how the phone got broke?
Oh wow.
Mm.
So when was the last time you and him were together?
At least 3 to 5 days ago.
Oh my God.
No, so anyway, so
I'm not finna fight her.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. It's not worth it.
Why?
Because it's just not worth it.
Why? I don't mind wasting my gas. Yeah, I can hear
It's
you.
just not worth it.
Okay, what part was on?
It's just not.
Girl, my mind is everywhere. You said, fuck, I don't even know.
Okay, so let me go back.
It's just not worth
see,
it.
I
Because
was
then first of all, he's just
When I
gonna
came to him,
ignore y'all.
Listen to this. Once I came to him,
You go there and wait with her, and he's just gonna ignore you guys. He's gonna lie.
Ignore.
What do you think he's gonna do? Sit there outside? He's
I
gonna walk
promise you.
But that's my point.
And I'm gonna walk right in that
But that's what I'm
motherfucker.
saying. You know how you are, and you gonna. I'm gonna have to put you out of jail.
I'm not even gonna do it. I just.
Mom, I'm gonna let you know now. I think Chanel should come over. She's gonna be safe with me.
I'm not worried. Oh, I'm definitely not worried about that.
Because she know
I
how I
know
get.
how Chanel is, and Chanel don't give no fucks, and Chanel. I don't want to have to go bail her out of no jail because she done fucked this nigga's house up or tortured shit or stabbed him, because Chanel don't think straight sometimes
That's crazy.
when she's in a rage, and I'm too far because I have a newborn, so I can't get to her, if something goes down. Like, I just know her, she don't think. She thinks after she's already done the shit, and then she regrets it later.
Me too. That's why.
And when you're upset, when you're this upset and you're hurt, because I've been through it, you don't think properly.
Right.
You know, you're no, but when you get there and you see his face and he tries to lie, it's gonna send you into a rage and you dismiss
I'm
the
gonna
black.
just go home. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just go home.
So basically, when I called her, she was telling me, you know, they've been together for a year. She was just pregnant with his baby. They planned it. I told her that he said the baby never existed. It was never his in the first place. And that's the reason why y'all seen each other 3 days ago, is because you was beating down the car trying to tell him that that baby wasn't his. She said, girl, that's a lie. She said, that's a lie from Satan himself. I'm the one that dropped him off at his friend's house. I said, what? She said, yeah. I said, what? She said, yeah. She said, the real reason why I was over there is because he wanted to go play the game with his friend. I said, word? She said, yeah. She said, we plan to have this baby. I said,
matter of fact, I'm off this.
She said, we had the app and everything. You know, the one that you be tracking the baby, and when it's a watermelon, it's a grape, it's a... That's crazy. She said they got into a big ass fight. They ended up breaking up, and that's the reason why he sent that last text that I seen, y'all. And she blocked him. That's why it was green. This shit crazy. She started hyping me up. She like, girl, you gotta come out here. Like, we gotta confront this nigga right now. I'm like, you know what? You know what? That shit is an hour away. And I'm like, I'm trying to break away from my crazy, but you know what? I think it's time to turn this shit up again, because niggas think that I'm green like that. Niggas really think that they can play with my top, play on my mental, play on my medulla oblongata, and it's just, I'm not going for that. So I start putting my pants on, put my good leggings on, put my house shoes on, put my socks on, grease up a little bit, put my hoodie on, and I start making that hour drive to his house. Are you dumb? You thought I wouldn't? Hour passed by, I get there, she's already sitting there waiting outside his house, camped, like she's waiting for a sneaker release. I get in her car, I park my car down the street a little bit because he know my car, he gonna know. Really pretty girl, she was real cool, real nice. She was like, oh, you're so pretty. I see why he doing what he doing. I'm like, thank you, but true. We start concocting a plan since we realize he's not home because he's at this baby shower, right? Cool. We decide we gonna try to break into his house. So we get out the car, we walk up to his house, we trying to come in from the back way because his front door is broke, right? So we start trying to open up the window. But it's a dresser in front of the window. And she kind of tall, so she could reach. She trying to push the dresser. We trying to get in from the other side, but it just wasn't working. So we like, okay, new plan. We get back in her car, park down the street. And I should have known, because how y'all together for a year, she ain't never been to your house, no nothing. And this, and that. But the girl know where your mama stay. She ready to find this nigga. She like catch a predator. She driving to his mama house. He not there. Looking in the driveway, knowing the cars that's there. She like, oh, his stepdad here, but I'm like, damn. Drive to his friend's house. The friend that she supposedly chased him down at his house. Yeah, him. Went to his house. Knocked on the door. Nobody answered. He's not there. And I can't even lie, y'all. Like, we're sitting over here really looking like some serial killers because we're bonding while we got murder on our mind. We sitting here listening to Dirk. I love a female who listens to Dirk. Was Fuck Nigga Free out? I don't know, but if it was out at that time, we Fuck Nigga Free. And music on max. At this point, we've been driving around for 2 hours looking like some damn parole officers looking for a delinquent, a juvenile. I still have his location. So we get back to his house, we park up, put our two noggins together. Mind you, this nigga's at the gym. His location's like cutting in and out, like he doesn't really have service, but I could see he's at the gym, like 20 minutes away from his house. Okay, cool. My plan was that I'm gonna text him and I'm gonna act like I wanna see him. He thinks I'm at home an hour away, so he's not gonna expect us to just pop up like this. So I text him, I'm just like, hey babe, I miss you. And he gonna text me, I miss you too, baby girl. And I was like, I wanna see you. And he was like, okay, I'm finna be back from something. I think he lied. I think he lied about where he was at. He was like, I'm finna be back in like 30 minutes. I'm gonna get in the shower and then, yeah, come over. So I'm like, bet. I don't say nothing back to him. I don't text him I'm finna be on my way. I don't text him none of that. And this is when all hell breaks loose. We get back to his house. Mind you, she got a metal broomstick in the back of her car. Grab that. Need my weapons. If he sees both of us, he's probably just not even gonna open the door. He's not gonna engage in this activity. So we need to set his ass up and make him think I'm just coming to see him. So what we do, I give her the metal pole. She go and hide in the corner because the garage is kind of dark and he has to open the door and he can't see her from the side that she's standing on. I go up, knock on his door. I'm standing there looking all cute, waiting for him to open the door. He opens up the door, biggest smile on his motherfucking face. He's like, hey babe. I walk up a little bit as if I'm coming in the house. I don't even say nothing. I'm just like, I got murder on my mind. Walk in the house. Here she come trailing from the side before he can even close the door. When I say that smile dropped, this nigga went from to... The first thing she says when she walks in that door is, take your ass in the room. And he obliged. He walked with his head down. He already knew what time it was. We walk into his room and we start getting on his ass. And y'all gonna see in this clip.
How did you do it? How? That's what I want to know. That's my question to you. Is how are you such a mastermind at manipulation?
Look at her.
How are you such a pathological liar? He don't gotta look at me. Because he didn't look at me every day for the past year and lied to my face. Pregnant and all. What was our main thing in our relationship when we first met? What was the big no-no?
Why the fuck is you shaking your head?
I'm not shaking my head.
Answer the question.
Because obviously it seemed like we didn't relive the same exact relationship.
I mean, like, you don't even switch shit up from the good morning text every morning. Look how dumb you look.
Girl, and I'm happy.
Look.
I'm so happy you called him months in. Because later, you got no fucking girl.
I know. And you sitting there looking smug as fuck, like I won't slap the dog shit out of you. I have one last question. You told her that the C on your neck was for your brother?
Uh-oh. That's what you said,
And put that on your brother's life, that wasn't for no female?
That's what you said, right?
So you told her it was for your brother?
I did.
I just want the truth. This is all I wanted. This is all I wanted. And now, you meet this beautiful girl. Beautiful, I'm sure you see it. Model, YouTuber.
You gotta type, huh?
What, 5'4"?
Mm-hmm.
125?
Yeah.
130?
130. Didn't you tell her we were supposed to move to Houston, right?
That was you moving to Texas?
You want to marry
You
me?
said in my face and pretty much said, get the fuck out of my house. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm moving to Texas. Don't look like that.
Oh, so you tried to play her and try to...
Girl, the nigga manhandled me. Tried to
manhandle
me out the house.
Oh, you put your hands on her?
Did you not?
You put your hands on her?
But let's not get shit fucked up. I put my hands on him multiple times too.
Did you put your hands on her?
I tell my part too.
Yes.
So I should slap the shit out of you, huh?
Let him go ahead and get the truth out. I want to hear it.
Your mama know you put your hands on women?
No,
What are you thinking?
I'm 19 years old.
Oh, wait. I thought she was 20. What are you, 21?
I'm 21. How old are you? And what did you tell me?
Ain't nothing but a number. It ain't nothing but a number. You say that? Why you lie about her? You lie about everything, huh?
Why you gotta lie about my age? About the time how I was born.
You ashamed of her? You ashamed of her age?
You always have been.
That's your woman.
Okay.
You was posting her and everything.
It's gonna be fire. It's all good.
Why the fuck are you looking like that? You want to do something?
No.
Oh, okay.
I got a question. Which one of us you think gonna hit you first?
I don't know.
Good answer.
The bitch probably, he's not gonna say nothing, so we might as well just beat his ass and then go on about our night. Like, I'm so confused.
I want to know how you feel. I want you to sit here and be like, I really don't give a fuck.
Like, just say that. It's so simple.
I'm not just going here and go about my life.
Say cheese. Didn't you want to make a YouTube channel?
Hey guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're here and we're ready to explain what the fuck does that mean.
Link to her Instagram down below. Didn't you want to start a channel? Huh?
Didn't I have to force you to damn near start a channel?
Ooh. She want to put you on?
Exactly.
Huh? What was you telling her this weekend when you was fucking her? Huh? I'm gonna break that fucking hand. You will never play basketball again. Answer my question.
Don't recall.
You don't recall. Just like you didn't recall fucking her raw.
If I was a nigga, I would fuck you too though. I would be fucking you right now in front of me. How you feel about that?
That's crazy. I wish we met each other before we met this nigga.
Girl. Because we will be in there like swimwear. Making sure you never get no happiness.
I have one question for you. When I'm talking to you, you need to speak.
Yeah.
I don't speak silently. You thought we weren't gonna find out?
No.
You thought we weren't? Huh?
No.
Why you want to sit the phone down?
Girl, you could go ahead and leave her a nice text because he won't be getting that phone back.
So, his mom works at AT&T. She'll just get a number. It's crazy. I haven't been in this phone in so long. It's exciting.
Just last night, were you not telling me how in love you are with me and how you want to be better for me and that you want to get, yeah, right? And that you're so in love with me and that you're obsessed with me, right? But you're telling her the same thing, that you want to make it work, right? You didn't say that? Speak the fuck up.
No.
You didn't say that? Because I got the messages, boo.
My last conversation with you was me telling you it was over.
Me?
Not you.
Was it? Because what did you text
You
me
just
the next
said you
day?
fucked her this weekend.
My
So
thing
how
is,
the fuck did you tell her that?
that night, yeah. It was goodbyes. And then what did you text me the next morning?
Oh, what was it?
I'm so sorry I had to go this way.
You
Sorry. You sorry?
You sorry?
You sorry that you
You
had
sorry?
to leave the person
You sorry?
that cared? You'll never get another bitch that
You sorry? You sorry?
Yeah.
Not bad. Tell her you sorry.
Nah.
Tell her you sorry.
I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm gonna get my sorry. So what you trying to do? Because you looking at her like you owe her something. What you want to do?
What you mean?
What I said. What do you want to do?
I said what you mean.
I said what I said. You looking at her like you owe her something. What, you want to give a fucking apology? You looking at her because she what? Because what? You fucked her last night and the dick wasn't good enough for her to sit here and keep y'all secret? Is that why? Is that why?
Punch his ass in the
Is
face.
that why?
Punch his ass
Stand
in the
up.
face.
Because I'm not about to punch no nigga that's sitting down. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up because you know you deserve it. You know you deserve it. Don't you?
Yeah.
And if you put your hands on her, I'm
So
gonna
how
beat
you
your fucking
feel?
ass.
I'm not gonna put my
So how you feel? Why?
Because
Because what?
I let it get this far.
As far as what? I don't know exactly what you mean when you say
I'm a
it.
little short, so I'm gonna get right with this nigga. Put the knife down just in case.
For real?
Yeah.
Sit the fuck down because I'm going to hit you when I'm ready. I'm not going to hit you when you looking at me when you ready for it. That's what I'm not going to do. Because that's the last thing that you fucking worth. Is to sit here and to tell me to my face that you don't fuck with me. Because you fuck with me real heavy. How about let's just say fucking have a threesome? How about that?
I would never fuck this nigga again. That's off the table.
I don't know exactly what you want me to tell her.
Everything that you fucking told me when we had this fucking conversation in this room. Cause I don't give a fuck if you sitting down. I'm gonna knock the fuck out of you. Tell her. You think I'm playing?
No.
So tell her. Oh, you don't want to, huh? Cause you love her. You ain't
For
gonna
me?
wait a week. Do you know how nasty that is?
And then you know what you told me? When we sat in this bed and and I came over because we was what, fiending for sex? Told me you ain't had it in how long? Since when?
It's the last time we had it.
Your fucking lying ass. Oh my. Oh, Jesus Christ. Please give me the fucking
So
strength.
what was it? What was it?
Why the fuck are you looking stupid?
'Cause I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know.
You don't
Wait,
know.
wait, you don't know what?
How?
Wait. Repeat your question. When the last time what?
When's the last time? When is the last time we had sex?
Thursday.
When is the last time y'all had sex?
Today.
Why it take this long for you to sit here and tell
Damn,
the truth?
Thursday? Was y'all on FaceTime?
Girl, you don't ever call me no more.
I bet. Cause you know I'm on that ass.
So how long have you been fucking with her?
Since January.
Since January. Of what, this year, last year? When?
This year.
How long have you known her?
Since January.
Since January?
Yeah?
That was one time.
Are you serious? You said it was one time? And don't sit up here and fucking lie in my face. You said it was one time?
It was about the YouTube channel.
That was the only time that you texted me.
That was her?
Yes.
That was her.
So that's the only time that you fucking texted me.
Chanel, show me your messages. Show me your messages. Show me your messages.
So I don't really remember verbatim of everything that was said because I have tried very hard to forget. I don't like to remember times when I've been a dumb bitch. So we like, nigga, what's up? Why did you fail to tell us that we were auditioning for the Same Girl music video? Because it's not making sense. Who the fuck is this? And she like, who the fuck is this? And he like, so, you know, after some time of arguing and time of him lying and just, you know, going back and forth, I don't remember what he said to trigger the fuck out of me. I just know the next thing I did was snatch his phone out his hand. Y'all remember the metal broomstick? Stood up, smack, smack, smack. Just start going ham on his phone. I'll just see pieces flying everywhere. It's just, yeah. Lie again. He then decides to tell another lie. And the next thing I decide to do is snatch that damn chain off his neck. Because at this time, I don't remember why, but we switched pendants back. I think just because I had told him, give me my damn chain back. Since he want to sex other bitches.
I bet you had a nice little laugh about this, huh?
So I snatched the chain off his neck, noodled that ass. And, yeah, I kind of felt bad, like, now that I'm thinking about it, because he just kept getting, like, she was really slapping the dog shit. She was slapping the shit out of him. I slapped him maybe once, like, with my actual hand, but she was, like, just backhanding the shit out of him like a hoe, punching him all up inside his head. Just, I felt so bad, but it seemed like he was used to this. Every time he even looked at me while she was talking to him, slap. Anytime he breathed the way she didn't like, slap, slap. It was just nonstop. I don't remember what he even said to make her do this, but the next thing I know, I turn around, she stood up, grabbed that PS5, walks it to the bathroom, turns on that sink, and took that motherfucker to a water park. As if that wasn't enough, she proceeds to smash it into pieces. She's throwing it up against the wall. It's just, yeah. When I tell y'all, the next thing she does, she hops up out of the fucking bed. She jumps, leaps, and kicks the TV, all while punching this man in the face. I cannot make this up. I wish that was on camera. So then that's when they start really fighting, y'all. And he was just making it worse for himself. I feel like he felt like what he had with Sasha was pretty much over, and he knew there was no coming back from that after what he did. So I think he felt like, let me just try and save face and fix what I feel like could be fixed with this bitch, you know, since it hasn't been as much turmoil over the years with her. You know, she was just kind of asking him, like, why? Like, what was the reason that you did all this? And he was like, because I love her and I put her on a pedestal. Because she was asking, like, what's the difference between her and I? Like, bitch, if you put me on a pedestal, take me the fuck off. If that's how you treated when you on a pedestal, I don't want to be on one. Let me stay on the ground. Please. I'm begging you, put me underground. If that, I don't know if he thought he was being, like, sweet, or if I'm gonna be like, he loves me. But no, she just slapped the shit out of him and was like, nigga, you don't love her because if you this, and that. She was making very valid points. After she had karate chopped him, kicked him in the face, and broke the TV, they started really fighting. Like, he wasn't actually putting his hands on her. She was fucking him up. She was hitting him all upside the face, but he was dragging her. He was telling her to get out. And she was basically saying, I'm not going nowhere. Why are you only kicking me out? Why she don't have to go nowhere? And he was just saying, like, once you get out, she'll follow too. She's not going to leave you. And I'm just like, oh. She started fighting him. He started dragging her out into the kitchen. The next thing I hear is some commotion, y'all. She done slapped this man upside the head with a broomstick. I tell you one thing, she might be a petite girl, but she wasn't going out like no hoe. She started dragging the stove as he's dragging her. This was like some Tom and Jerry shit. They snatching the stove out of the freaking sockets. Somehow they ended up turning on the stove. Her hair almost catches on fucking fire. She still ain't going. He dragging her out into the garage. I'm just hearing slamming. I can't even lie. His face is leaking at this point. He's getting fucked up. I'm trying to break up the fight. I really am. I'm not just sitting there, y'all. I'm trying to break up the fight, but, like, they are doing a lot of hitting, kicking, and I'm not gonna get hit in the face. So I'm just like, y'all, stop fucking doing all this. Like, y'all are doing a lot. Like, let's just leave. So he finally gets her ass out in the garage. She ain't going nowhere. He just standing there now. She's sitting on, like, this mattress that's in the freaking garage. She starts crying because her leg is hurt. I guess she cut her leg on something. Then they just start having a conversation, you know, about the baby that he says that didn't exist, that she says does exist, because nigga, you was watching the app, watching it grow into a tomato melon or whatever. And I'm like, okay, so this conversation does not involve me. Let me just exit the premises. I walk back to his room, go sit my little ass down. I'm just ready to go at this point, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little hungry. All we hear is a knock at the window. Her aunt had her location on her phone, so she followed her location. She knew she was over here. Sasha aunt started going crazy. She's like, I knew my niece was over here. This is the last time I'm gonna see her cry over you, nigga. You gonna sit up here and deny the baby you planned for the next woman, and this, and that. Everything we've ever done for your dirty ass, you don't even know how to wash your ass. She's just going in. I'm like, hold on, auntie. Like, damn, you gonna have to give it to him like that. She was like, come out here and get your fair one. You already know her uncle out here and he want to fight too. I'm just like, damn. Mind y'all, at this point, it's like 7 in the morning. We had got there April 1st and was arguing all the way to April 2nd. That is crazy to me. Sasha was just like, you know, I will leave, but you have to go outside and you have to fight my aunt. Like, she's not gonna leave until you go outside and fight her. And this nigga, exasperated, the wind knocked out of him, lip leaking, just looking so fucked up. He's like, okay, when y'all leave, I'm gonna walk out there, knowing he ain't finna go out there. So whatever, the aunt was like, come on, Sasha, bring your ass, come on. So we ended up walking outside. We go in the aunt's car, we start having a conversation, and she was like, you guys are too pretty to be going through stuff like this. You know, they start telling me like what they had to go through, because he was like living with them, and they were just telling me how he's so dirty, he don't do nothing. He was riding around in Sasha's car picking up other females while she was working. He never wanted to get a job. He don't know how to wash his ass. He don't ever brush his teeth. She was telling me how she had to teach him all that. Like, they was just going in. They was going in. I found out the uncle had, like, him a little switchblade on his ass. Like, he done been to prison before. So I was like, it was your best bet to not come outside, sir. After, you know, we had that whole conversation with her aunt, we were in there for, like, a couple hours. So at this point, it's, like, 10 o'clock now. Me, her, the aunt, and the uncle, petty as hell. We pulled out our phone cameras and we decided we're going to go back in there and we're going to take all his stuff. Because he still had... Not only was his PlayStation broken, and his chain, and his phone, but he had, like, computers and, like, other stuff that they wanted to take. So we go back in there, we're recording everything. I don't really know if I could show that, because I'm gonna see. But we recorded that too. We get back into the house, because she has the key. I'm not sure amongst what time she decided to take that key, but she had let us know that she still had the key to his house, because she took it while they were fighting or whatever, and she hid it. Why do we come in to this nigga's house? She opened up the door. You could see it on camera. This nigga's sitting here asleep. And what is next to this man? An extra phone that we never knew he had. He's asleep with his extra phone that nobody knew about next to him, watching a damn Netflix show. After all the shit that we had been through, mind you, I don't really blame him, because we did keep his ass up till about 8 o'clock the next morning. So I'd probably be asleep too. But it's just like, you have some nerve. The audacity. If I don't give a fuck was a person. So whatever, we ended up taking all his stuff. He never woke up. Like, when I tell y'all, he was in the deepest of sleep. 4 people up in your crib and you don't know, like, nigga. So then we ended up going to get McDonald's, and I had a chicken biscuit, and it was so good with a hash brown. And we ended up going to her house and we hung out that day. Or fast forward, I'm not trying to drag this story out. Fast forward to that night, I was still at her house. I hadn't went home yet. We were really kicking it. Everything was cool. Like, we went to go get drinks. We went to go get snacks. Then somehow our dumbasses, basically, like, the whole day, she was just telling me, you know, like, she doesn't feel like she has enough closure from that situation, and it's a fucked up situation. I'm like, girl, yeah, I agree. She was like, you know what? We finna go back over there, post up at his house, and get more answers. And I'm like, ah, shit. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck it. We ended up coming back to his house to get more closure. I'm not sure what more closure we needed after that, but we did. So, yeah, it turned into a whole nother night until the next morning again. Into just going back and forth. This time I really, like, I didn't hit him or nothing. Like, I mean, that doesn't really make up for all the times I did hit him, but I didn't hit him, or I wasn't really even talking at this point. At this point, they start reminiscing and talking about how Nana and Papa would be so disappointed if they knew the things that they were going through, and how he did her, and because Mama and Papa just love her so much, and just all this. I'm just like, okay. I know you guys have had, like, a little bit of history, but isn't it kind of rude to the main recent girlfriend to be having like this type of conversation while I'm present. That's like so rude, but I was like, okay. I had ended up just turning over and I was pretending I was going to sleep because I'm just like, I really don't care to hear this conversation. And she don't got nothing to do with me. It had got weird. She was trying to get him to lay next to me while I was asleep. And I'm listening to the whole thing and I'm just like, the fuck? And he's like, I'm not going to lay next to her because I know she doesn't want me to. And she's still trying to get him to lay next to me. I feel like it was like giving him the option to do something to see what he would rather do. And she was like, I'll go sleep in the other room. You can lay down with her. I'm like, girl, we spending the night? I hope not. I don't want to stay here. And then her aunt ended up showing up again, was just like, Sasha, I knew you'd be here. I just want, you know, him to not have any more power over you. At this point, the auntie tired. I'm tired. She should be tired at this point. Like, y'all done knuckled up about twice already in the span of 2 days. Like, what more do we gain? So, yeah, at that point, the aunt came, we ended up driving off, and we ended up going back to her house because I left my stuff over there. They took me to my car, and yeah, it was just kind of awkward. Like, after everything was said and done, there was like basically nothing to bond over anymore. We were both posting subliminals, not towards each other, but just like towards the whole situation and how niggas ain't shit. And then she had asked me how I was doing, like, one good time. I asked her how she was doing. And then I realized she unfollowed me. And I think I asked her, like, why'd you unfollow me? Like, I'm confused. And she was just like, you know, I need more time to be able to, like, see you and talk to you and stuff like that. Which I completely understood, so I unfollowed her. And it just was what it was. And basically, that's just how the stupid cookie crumbles. Don't be stupid over these niggas, or you end up in situations like this. I be trying to tell y'all and help y'all out so y'all don't end up like me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I did not enjoy the experience at the time. But anything for y'all. I know y'all love my story times. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys like this video. Give this video a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your ex that also did you dirty. Share it with his ex. Just make sure you share it. Make sure y'all turn on my post notifications to be notified every time I post a video. And yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.